Hello, Year 10. So, period 2 or period 4 today, depending on when you're going out on your trip to university or Askham Bryan College, you're going to be doing an activity called the Start Careers Program. We have invested some money into a online careers program for you to couple alongside the access to Mrs. Curley, who is our careers advisor, to help you with some ideas about jobs and careers that you might be interested in the future. On Monday afternoon, there was a login generated for you so that you can access the system. I'm going to take you through in this in this video, everything on an email I've just sent you this morning that talks about how to log in and what to do. Okay, so when you see your email, that little link there will actually be populated with the YouTube or Screencastify link to what to click on. Okay, what you do is on your iPads, you need to click on this link here that will take you to the Start profile system. Okay, so this is a program called Start, and it allows you to independently have a look at some career choices, post 16 options, things that are going to be really useful for you in the future. When you log in, you go to the top right hand corner, I should say, and you click on Login. Okay, click that login button and you'll be taken to a screen where you obviously have to log in. Your username will be your school email address and your password will be a series of numbers that you were sent on Monday afternoon. The emails were generated at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So go back to your school emails and have a search of an email from Monday afternoon that has your specific password on it. If you can't find it, if something's gone wrong or whatever, your form tutor has access to a master spreadsheet that we have downloaded that has all your passwords on it. So if you've forgotten, your tutor can get access to that by clicking on, the colleagues have been told about this, in the Live Life Well folder of our shared drive, and there's access to a spreadsheet there which will be your teacher will be able to tell you your password in case you can't get on. Once you've done that, it may ask you to change your password, etc. Change it for something memorable, and then when you finally get logged in, you'll see this home screen, which is the welcome page of the Start program. If you scroll down a little bit, it gives you some options of kind of things that you would like you to explore in terms of what you're interested in doing subjects wise post 16, perhaps some careers, etc. We're going to have a go at today in this lesson of building up a CV. And crucially for this Start program, it's not just a one-off lesson, it's something that we want you to continue to use outside of the drop down day, because there's lots and lots of really useful things contained within it. So the top bit here, when you click on student home, it'll allow you to kind of search and kind of explore lots of the different things. But for us, crucially in this lesson, I think the most useful thing for you to do would be to update your profile and work your way through lots of the activities on this left hand side. The way that Start works is that it asks you questions that are multiple choice, and then once you've done that, it then gives you a chance to have a look at some of the careers that are that they're linked to your strengths, your interests, and so on. So if you were to click on interests, and I would recommend working your way down this list on this left hand side, click on interests. It will ask you all these questions. How interested you are in animals, computers, those types of things, and just basically say on a scale of 1 where you're not interested and 5 where you're very interested, just do a little survey on what you kind of like doing. Okay, so if you're really interested in earning money, if you're not interested in music, try and kind of like be quite extreme in your views as well, because it'll help really narrow down your career, the career option that the system provides for you. If you just put everything as 3, everything, well, I quite like to do this, quite like to do that, I'm not really that bothered, it won't really give you something that's targeted to what you really, really are interested in. So, for example, I'm really interested in languages. No, I'm not very good at performing or politics. Kind of read stuff, but it's not my passion. I like research. I'm not very good at science. I like science, but I'm not very good at it. Selling stuff, I can't sell my own house. And you just basically run through everything, add in what your career hobbies are, and then down here, it will then allow you to click on that button that take you to jobs based on your interests. So within each of these, okay, for example, I was really interested in languages. Click on the languages and it will kind of give you some examples of jobs that you might want to consider. So I obviously had a look through this when I was growing up, except when I was growing up, computers and the internet didn't exist, so we'll gloss quickly over that one. I obviously went into secondary education at some point, so have a little look through those that are based on your average, your interests in terms of how much money you get paid, etc. What the job security, things like that. It is probably worth mentioning, just because I'm on the page, that the average teacher doesn't actually get paid £41,000 a year. It is slightly less, but once you add in people like head teachers and CEOs, it bumps up the average somewhat. But an average salary for a teacher after about 5 or 6 years will be about about £35,000 after about 5 years. Once you've worked your way up slightly through the ladder, as it were. Okay, so by doing that, by going into your profile and completing those surveys on the left hand side with regards to your interests and your goals and your strengths, it's a really good way of being able to link jobs to the here and now, link future careers that you may never have heard of to the here and now. Okay. I really think this section on my strengths is important for you to do so that you can have some time to explore and think about what you're good at. Because lots of people and young people I work with are very pessimistic sometimes in their outlook, and they think, oh, I can't do that, I can't do this, when you can do a lot of things, and it's important you just have some time now to sit and think about what you're good at, what you're bad at in as much as anything else, so you can avoid those careers, because there's nothing worse if you've got a poor memory in terms of remembering stuff instantly than going into a job like working in a bar or a restaurant where you've got to remember lots of orders and things like that. That wouldn't be any good. Whereas if you are, on the flip side, really good at fixing things and kind of really good with your hands, then going into a career such as engineering or mechanics or those types of things is going to be the way forward for you. So in this lesson, what we'd like you to do is, once you've logged into the program, click on homepage at the top and then click on my profile and work your way through this left hand side, completing all of these categories. Now, I don't think you'll have enough time in this hour to have listened and watched this video and to have completed everything. So it's important you keep on going back to it and revisiting it. And if you kind of have a go at a few of these things and exploration, you think, you know what, I want to have a look at colleges and see what there's on offer there, then do that. Use this time, this hour, to really explore your future. And it's not that far away. We've got year 11 at the moment who are applying for college, and you've been out or about to go out to university today, York St John and also Askham Bryan, to have a look at further education, and it's round the corner. The last thing I would say is, on this left hand side, there's a section called CV, which if you complete all the details, will allow you at the end of it, once you've worked your way through it, to export a really nice looking CV at the end of it, in case you wanted to you were interested in getting a job part-time over the summer or whatever. And it's a really good way, this program, of building up those CVs and ideas about where you want to go in the future. Okay, so as I mentioned at the start, I've sent this email to you, and if you've watched this video now I'd click on that link and log into the system so that you can have a go at trying to create your CV and kind of rank all your skills and things and do a self-evaluation, so that you can have a look at the careers that are going to be good for you the way forward. Okay, thank you, Year 10.